Hey team, how are you doing? This is Coach Avalos coming to you again with another market update. So what happened today? Same thing we've been seeing for a couple days. We are in a small bull run, not a big one yet. So let's go through some of these things and let's figure out what our next move is going to be. So let's start with SPY. So SPY, I have a few things here that we need to cover. So the first thing is let's look at our trend. So we have a trend, and this is an important part here. So we broke the resistance. So we are seeing a little breakout. So usually we bounce off of the resistance on the way down. We had one there, two, three, and we thought this might have been four. So we are definitely breaking out here a little bit, and one of the things that I just looked at is the Asia markets, and they are pumping as well. They're going up, so this is interesting here. So what I want you to focus on is that we broke resistance, okay, right in here on the 1 hour. We have some gaps that we can fill. So for SPY, we could see a run up to about 390 and get some resistance. We get past that, we're going to have resistance for a while there up until about 402, and then we can see a run up to about 410. So what's going to happen next? This is important here. So we have on SPY the 50-day moving average crossing with the 200-day moving average, which is a strong bull sign. So keep a watch out on the 1 hour. Let's see if that continues tomorrow. If it gets past on the 4 hour, I might make an entry for some long calls on SPY. So for now, they got quite a way to go on the 4 hour. We're looking at about 390. If we move over to the daily, we're looking at 403. We get past 403. This is definitely going to be a good run up for the bulls. Okay. Another thing to watch out for is Apple. So we have Apple here, and obviously Apple, you can tell they broke the trend as well. Okay. So you can see there their resistance has been broken. But one of the things that I went ahead and looked at on Apple, and I want to show you guys on every stock, is the 200-day moving average for each stock. Now, this, if you're not familiar with what I'm about to show you, you can see Apple came right up to the 200-day moving average, okay? And it tried to touch it, and then it came back down a bit, okay? Now, this is what's called a kiss of death. If Apple touches that and comes back down, okay, it's going to come back down for a while. Now, Apple is the biggest market cap, so keep an eye on Apple. If it gets to about 153 and it comes back down, we know we have the kiss of death, okay? All right, so then we look at Amazon. Amazon is trying to do the same. So they've got quite a way to go. If we come over to the 1 hour, we see Amazon cross the 200-day moving average, but then saw some rejection in the last 3 hours and started coming down. Okay. And if you follow earnings, you see that Google didn't make earnings. So some of the stocks are coming down in the after hours. We're seeing a dip. Okay. Meta, same thing on the 1 hour. Okay, they came up above the 200-day and started seeing a sell-off in the last 3 hours. Same thing with Tesla, except Tesla here has a nice gap. So Tesla could see a fall back to around 209, where it's going to find some support. And last but not least, we have Microsoft repeated what everyone else did in the last 3 hours of the market. They started dipping. And then Google. Google saw a dip down in the after hours. Okay, you can see it here. Due to earnings, they didn't make earnings. Okay, and then my Melly. What is my Melly doing? Melly started following what everyone else is doing in tech, as usual. and it started going down. Now, what's going to happen to the market? So, a couple of stocks or tickers you should watch is QQQ. Okay, look at QQQ in the 1 hour. We've got some room to fall here. Okay, to about 275. Now they did cross on the 1 hour down here, which made this a nice little bull run, which people see this. When you have a golden cross on the 1 hour, means you might have one on the 4 hour, and then it's official on the daily, which QQQ is not there yet, but they're definitely making an impact. They are on the way up. Now SQQQ, I want to show you, which is the inverse of QQQ, is potentially in a head and shoulders. Okay, and if this plays out, which it already broke the neckline in here, I'm gonna give you a better picture. Right in here, we broke the neckline. Okay, and it could see, if it continues, it could see a fall to about $33. So if this happens, okay, then that means QQQ will go up. Okay, so keep an eye on the market. Asia's doing well. I think we're going to continue to see a run up. Earnings is going to create an imbalance. And if you are nervous about trading, then paper trade. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple of stocks that I think will help you out. They're not as bad, but you can trade these if you want. United Healthcare is one. So this line, like I said, is the 50-day moving average. Now, any stock you want to trade, okay, my recommendation is for you to be safe instead of sorry. Paper trade, okay, but then put your excuse me, put your chart on the 5-minute, okay, and this works better than anything else, because if you are following the 50-day moving average, it's a pretty strong average. So when the stocks go up or above it, it's going to stay there for a while. So you see here on the 5-minute, if I wanted to play United Healthcare, I'm going to jump in, and this is for a day trade. Okay, I like swing trading, which is more of a daily. But if you're going to day trade and you decide you want to enter, wait till the blue line is crossed by one full candle and then make an entry, and you should have a pretty good move up so that you can at least monetize a little bit. Or if you like to short in puts or buy puts, then you would do it on the way down. Now, same thing with American Express, which is one of the stocks we've been playing in the bull ring. American Express, okay, if I was to enter American Express, I'm going to wait for it to come above the blue line on the 50-day moving average. When you have this much space in between the average and the candle, it is a nice thing to see. Now, when you see the space is starting to collapse, might be a good time for you to get out. But if I'm going to make an entry, I'm going to make an entry off my 50-day moving average, okay? That's on the 5-minute. Now, let's say you did 15-minute instead, which I prefer, especially with this market the way it is, very bearish, okay? And this is any time in the life of the stock. That would be a good entry, and then you just decide when you want to get out, okay? But if it's above this line, then you're doing well, okay? So if you want to get into the trade, make sure you have something that's telling you. I'm going to leave you guys a link below that shows you how to get in and how to get out for free. Okay, I'm going to give you a free 30-day pass so you guys can come learn and hang out with the Bull Ring team, and we'll call out trades. This is one we called out this week. We had a few members that made 40% and then all the way to 200% return on this. So make sure you click on that link, and if you found any value in this video, please like it, subscribe so you know when I'm making the next video, and share it with your family and friends. Okay, hit on the link and hit the copy link, and then send it out to your friends so they understand some of the things that are happening in the market today. So I hope this helps, and I hope you guys have a green day tomorrow. Until the next video, we'll see you again.